So we're going to continue in section 3.2 with graphing these linear equations. Here we want to find the y value when x is 0. When x is 0, y would be 0. All right, that's origin. X is 0, y is 0. That's right at the intersection of the x-axis and the y-axis. So if I want to find the x value when y is 0, I have actually already done that. But I'll go ahead and substitute a 0 in for y, and let's solve for x. So let's divide by 2, and we get 0 is x. So actually we already have that point. We already have origin graphed, the point 0, 0. So we actually need a third point here just so we have something to graph. So we have a line to graph. So what is the y value when x is 2? Substituting 2 in for x. Y is 4. So that's the point 2, 4. X is over 2 and y is up 4. And we'll take our straight edge and graph right through the points that we have, and we would say this is y. This is the equation y equals 2x. All right, it's your turn to practice on practice 4. For classroom example 5, we're going to follow the same process. It's just here we have a fraction, but that's okay. We'll deal with it, right? Here we want to find the y value when x is 0. What is the y value? Negative 1/2 when x is 0. Well, we're real happy when anything multiplied by 0 is just 0. So that would be y is 4. So that means the point 0, 4 is on the graph. And now here we want to find the x value when y is 0. 0 equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. Substituting the 0 in for y, and we want to find x. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is subtract 4 from both sides. So we get negative 4 equals negative 1/2 x. And what's the best way to, if x is being multiplied by a fraction, multiply by the reciprocal. If x is being multiplied by negative 1/2, the reciprocal is negative 2/1, which means multiply the other side by negative 2/1 also. 2's cancel, 1's cancel, negative times negative cancel. I'm just left with an x here. So now multiply your numerators across. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. And in the denominators, 1 times 1 is 1. So when y is 0, x is 8. That's the point 8, 0, which is right there. And just to make sure everything lines up, we're going to do one last point when x is 2. So y equals negative 1/2, substitute in a 2 for x, plus 4. 2 goes into 2 once. So we have negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1 plus 4. So my y is going to be 3. So that means the point 2, 3 is on the graph. X is 2, 1, 2. Y is 3. And using our ruler, there's my line. That is the line y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. So you're going to try practice 5. It's just a little bit more complicated algebra because sometimes you have fractions. Now, through all of these examples, we're also going to always make sure we know what our horizontal and vertical lines look like. They're special type of lines. Let's look at the graph x equals 3. X is going to equal 3 no matter what, regardless of what y equals. X is going to be 3 when y is 0. X is going to be 3 when y is 1. X is going to be 3 when y is negative 1. X is 3 all the time. X is a constant. If we have x equaling a constant, which means just a number without another variable, that's going to be a vertical line. Let's take a look. The point 1, 2, here's 3, 0. Let me go ahead and put the ordered pairs here. That's the point 3, 0. That's the point 3, 1. That's the point 3, negative 1. There's 3, 0. Here's 3, 1. And here's 3, negative 1. If you were to take your ruler and draw a line through all of those points, you're going to see that you get a vertical line. X will always be 3.